The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by Mingy Beef Jerky, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Crown Trophy, Sutherland Chevrolet, Prep Spin, Double Dogs, and by UK Sports Medicine.
Hello, I'm Gary Ball, your host of the Scholastic Ball Report. As always, we have a feature from WKYT from around the state. The Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, boys basketball team, Madison Southern High School. Steve Wright is in with us. From Nicholasville, we have the Sutherland Chevrolet Driver of the Week with some great sports action. The Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week is basketball player Claire Marshall from West Jessamine High School. We know what you want, though. You want the best highlights in the state of Kentucky. We got them with Game Time. Brian Milam, Lee K. Howard, Lindsey Golf.
Warren Central has played in the last two boys Sweet 16 championship games, winning the gold 11 months ago. The Dragons, they are starting to breathe fire down the stretch, while Lexington Catholic, they have not let up on the gas pedal most of the year, entering the regular season finale at 27-2 overall. This was one being played at the old alumni gym, and what a great atmosphere for high school basketball. Central's stud, Cade Unseld, the WKU signee, he can flat shoot. Senior from way out on Clays Mill Road, hits the bomb, and then there's the crafty Rowan Williams. He's a senior, but he's too young for those old man moves. How about William Unseld? When he talks, people listen, and man, he just keeps knocking down those shots. Brandon Salzman wants a spin move or something, and Tyler Doyle delivers it for him. Check out that play there. Doyle with 26. Lex Cath now 28-2. They get a big win tonight, 73-57.
Last month, we saw UK men's basketball recognize the 1983 Final Four team, and one of those players was Jim Master. He's still involved in basketball, but on a much different level.
Master, long range, got it.
Jim Master and the 1983-84 Wildcats nearly reached the top of the college basketball mountain, falling to the eventual national champion Georgetown Hoyas in the Final Four, but still, 40 years later, the team is beloved by the Big Blue Nation. Master was one of the sharpshooters for that Joe B. Hall team, and after his playing days, he stepped away from basketball altogether to focus on his career in finance. That is, until recently.
About 3 years ago, and the Nara family said, "Do you want to help?" And I said, "No." And then I went to practice, and I said, "I think I can help." I think you got a big game tomorrow night. Big game. I do. Big game in you tomorrow.
And that is how Jim Master became a middle school basketball coach.
Make the right play.
He's now in his third year on the Sayre staff. Master said his Kentucky team being recognized at the home game against Georgia earned him some credibility with his young players.
Number 20, Jim Master.
Social media, they can go back and look at all this stuff, which I think is really cool too. And I can at least show them, see, I did play. There was not just black and white pictures, there were colored pictures, and I was on TV a few times.
Before, they just thought he was a dad of somebody, and now they're like, okay, we've seen some videos, we know what he can do and his accolades, so they listen to him.
Run it right. Get it right, Leo.
Middle school basketball is a world away from a Final Four, and he says he goes easier on the Spartans than Joe B. did on his Wildcats.
He was really hard on us. We are not that hard on these young men. I think what I try to stress to all of them is a great attitude. If you have a great attitude, you can accomplish a lot of things. If you don't have a great attitude, it's not going to help you.
He says recently his son, who is on the team, has developed a love and passion for the game, which Master described as both beautiful and a little stressful.
I ask him a lot about how I can make my shot better and just how I can do everything better.
I tell him, chase your dreams, see what happens.
The player from Fort Wayne, Indiana, that came to Kentucky at age 18 says Lexington will always be home for him and his family. Master scored over 1,000 points during his Kentucky career.
Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report as we honor the Roberts Insurance Team of the Week, Madison Southern boys basketball team. With us is basketball coach Steve Wright. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Thanks, Gary. My pleasure to be here.
You're a very experienced coach, winning a state championship at South Laurel. How's that experience helped you with your team at Madison Southern?
Well, I mean, obviously credibility, it helps. And I think once you accomplish something that you set out to do, it gives you a different feeling about you and how you present yourself and how you deal with your players on a daily basis. And my team's been to my house and they've seen my office and they've seen a lot of that stuff. So, I've tried to utilize those experiences and help kids in any way I can.
Talk about your season so far this year at Southern, your strong opponents and so forth.
Well, I knew they had some players returning when I got the job, and I just changed the schedule a little bit where we'd really be challenged on a nightly basis, obviously. And, we played in the Lexington Catholic tournament, and we went to Pleasure Ridge Park and played in their tournament, and then we played some outstanding regular season games. And I think it's raised our level of play, made our guys more aware of what it takes to try to play on a championship level every night. And I think it's really helped us, and it's given us some discipline to be ready to play, because if we take a night off, we're going to get it, And when we've played bad a couple times against really good teams, we've paid a price for that. And I think that's a great lesson for kids today to know.
Well, we know about Jay Rose. He's a great player for you. Describe the makeup and experience on your team, and we know about the key players. Tell us about some other players.
Well, Jay's had a really good year and a really good career there, and he's been a lot of fun to coach, and he's really developed and come a long way. And it's been a real pleasure to be around. Zach, a set of twins, Zach and Braden, they have Hudson. They have really worked hard and improved their games. And Zach was out for about 3 weeks with a bum ankle, but the twins have been a source of energy for us. They've done a really good job and work hard in practice every day, and they're fun to coach and fun to be around. And we've got 4 seniors on our team that have done a really good job in a lot of areas. Our point guard, Kason Nabi, is a junior, and he has really blossomed into a point guard that can score. Played really well this past Saturday. And the other 2 guys that play a lot of varsity for us, Mason Davis and Micah, those guys have been my top 7 guys and have really worked hard and, stayed in their roles and done a good job.
So that's what's special about your team is you're very senior oriented with those 4 seniors. You have some good experience. What are the teams to beat in your district and region?
Well, the region and district both are, really good. Obviously, our district is made up of Model, Berea, Madison Central, and us. And, all of those teams have had pretty good years. And know about the region, this year with Lexington Catholic, Great Crossings, I could just keep naming them, Frederick Douglass, Henry Clay, and LCA, Lafayette, Dunbar. It's really good. And Lexington Catholic and Great Crossings have kind of, moved to the top of the heap.
Well, that's a lot about your team and your so far this season. Let's talk about Coach Wright. You and I go back we go back to our Boone County days. You graduated from Boone County in 75, I believe, a year before I did. So tell me about your experience there, the coaches there, people that influenced you.
Well, I think the 2 guys that influenced me there are the same 2 that influenced you. But Jim Connor and Bob Eads were the 2 guys that had a tremendous impact on my life as a young man, and the ability to make you work really hard and really give you confidence at the same time. I think, you and I both are still involved in sports because of their influence, and I picture in my office of both of them, and they were very influential in my life, and I thank God all the time for those guys. And Coach Eads was just at our game the other night.
Yeah, Coach Eads was my JV basketball coach, and Coach Connor was a coach of basketball and baseball. So that's where you got your tutelage. I know you were a great baseball player at Boone County.
That might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but I think all of us at that age tried to find something we were really good at, and
yeah.
But I when I first got into coaching, I got to work with Coach Eads, and then Coach Connor was influential in helping me get the first couple of jobs I had, and I really appreciated that.
How long have you been coaching basketball now, Coach Wright? It's got to be, 40 years?
I think, and I don't want to throw out any propaganda, but I think this is year 46. And, I started right out of college. As soon as I graduated, I did my student teaching at Covington Catholic High School. It's been so much fun to help young people and to help them develop a psychology of winning and being successful like they did for us. And I still enjoy it. I don't work full time now. I'm just coaching, but I still enjoy the process of building a team.
Well, Coach Wright, I really appreciate you being on the show with us. It's been good to reminisce with you and talk about your basketball team, and good luck the rest of the season. Good luck in the tournaments.
Well, thank you very much, Gary. And I really appreciate being here. And there's a lot of people that help kids every day, but I want to thank you for the job that you've done for so many years, giving high school kids exposure that they deserve. You've been very dedicated, very loyal, and you've always done a great job, and I'm really happy to consider you a good friend.
Well, thank you, Coach Wright, for being on the Scholastic Ball Report today. That's it for the Robertson Insurance Team of the Week. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report. Hello, welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report. As we honor the Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week, she's Claire Marshall, girls basketball player from West Jessamine High School. Welcome into the show, Claire.
Thank you for having me.
How did you get interested in playing so many sports?
Well, all of my brothers, I have 3 brothers, they all played sports when I was younger, so I just kind of got pushed into that, and I grew up loving them. I was kind of tomboyish, and I just fell in love with them, and I've been like that ever since.
Why did you select basketball?
I played softball most of my life, and I also played basketball, but softball was my favorite for a while, but I don't know, I like the fast pace of basketball, and I just fell in love with it.
What position or positions did you play?
I consider myself a small forward, but I kind of, I play the wings. I bring it up sometimes, and sometimes I play the 5, but not too much.
As a freshman, you average a double-double almost every night. How does someone so young accomplish that?
Well, I try to make my presence known, trying to do whatever I can for my team. And if that means I have to rebound, then that's what I do. And I try to score, I try to rebound, and I try to help my teammates out. So I just try to do whatever I can.
Did you set personal goals for yourself this year?
I did. I always do. I set a goal of, of course, 1,000 points. I tried to get average at least 10 rebounds a game. And, one of my big goals was to beat Mercer, and hopefully 3 times this year.
Well, let's talk about that Mercer County win. You beat Mercer County this year for the first time in school history. Tell us about that and your big win over them.
Oh, it was amazing. Our team has such great chemistry, and we came together against Mercer, and we knew that we could do it. We've known this since 7th grade year, and so we all came together, we fought, and we were able to come out with the win twice.
You guys also won the Pressbin Classic back a week or two ago, and talk to us about that. That was quite a win for you too.
That was a good win. We had played Tate's Creek the night before, so we were all tired, but we fought and we won against a good LCA team.
Let's talk about your academic accomplishments. You're a great student with a GPA of 4.0. What's your favorite academic area or subject?
I take a class right now called biomedical science, and it's kind of like diving into like medical aspects, and I really like that one.
Do you think playing sports helps you excel in the classroom?
Well, kind of. It definitely, you can't play sports and just fail in the classroom. You have to be a good student and a good athlete. So, and, you just got to be smart and stuff. So, yeah, it kind of helps.
How do you balance the basketball with your classwork?
Right now it isn't too hard. It's just about, you got to pay attention. You got to get your stuff done. And that's just with both basketball and school. You have to do everything that your coach or teacher asks of you. And then it shouldn't be too hard right now. I mean, I don't have too much homework as a freshman.
I know you're just a freshman, but do you plan on playing college basketball? I know with your double-double average, you got to be thinking about it.
Oh, yeah, that is definitely my goal. I hope I can play in college and maybe even after that, but I definitely hope to play in college. It's been my goal since I was little.
Well, thank you, Claire, for being on the Scholastic Ball Report today.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
That's Claire Marshall, our Crown Trophy Scholar Athlete of the Week. We'll be right back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report.
This week's Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week comes courtesy of Madison Southern against Bell County. Ashland knee step, long pass to Hadley French in the corner, no hesitation, just net. She led the Lady Eagles with 26 points, scoring 7 3-pointers along with 4 rebounds and 3 assists. The Lady Eagles would win it 60-52. That's our Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. It took North Laurel the first half of the season to figure out who they could be without Reed Shepard and Ryan Davidson. The Jags come down the stretch at a 9-3 clip. Lafayette looking to end a 6-game slide before the 43rd district tournament. The Generals, Yashiro Hurst, stutter step, he gets the floater to fall. Here come the Jaguars. They're from London. They would go on a run. Joe Smith, ordinary name, extraordinary game, sweet move to the glass. Nate Valentine wants his guys to get a little more. Brody Brock makes his pick of open shooters. Cole Jervis will do the honors, but back comes Lafayette on a run of their own. Ishmael Thomas with the pass to one corner, but nobody picks up Thomas as he comes back to the other corner. The three is there, but North Laurel a tad better tonight, 61-58 the final. Madison Southern at home and bringing in the Bell County Lady Bobcats to close out the regular season. Madison gets down early. Still plenty of time to make a ball game out of it. Michaela Wilder nearly turns it over, recovers, gets the layup. Lady Cats up 8-2. Ashlyn Estep. Long pass to Hadley French in the corner, no hesitation, just net. She led the Lady Eagles with 26 points. 7 of those were threes. Here comes Wilder again in transition. Another bucket in the lane. Cats up 6. Lady Eagles let one fly. They rally back. Madison Southern wins it 60-52.
How about this stat? Scott County has not lost to Tate's Creek in more than 20 years. Would that change tonight? Opening possession of the game, Caitlin Perry on the receiving end of that assist. She scores the first points of the game. Tate's Creek answers with a 3. Someone left Kaylee Potts open in the corner, and Potts was cooking with grease. She had 21 points. That guy's trying to take my job. Back come the Cardinals. It's Perry driving. 2 more of her, 10 points right there. But Creek was rising over on Center Parkway. Aaliyah Baird lets it fly in the corner, and check this out. Creek pulls off the win, 69-62.
Well, that's the show for this week. Special thanks to our Scholastic Ball Report team. Pressman's King of Stream, William Warfield. Joel Clace, our director of WKYT. Executive producer, Bridget DeVries. The WKYT sports staff are Brian Milam, Lee K. Howard, and Lindsey Gall. That's the show for this week. Remember, for those you see and you don't see, keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by Mingy Beef Jerky, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Crown Trophy, Sutherland Chevrolet, Prep Spin, Double Dogs, and by UK Sports Medicine.